Hi Aquarius, this is Chao with Rihanna Stark. This is your forecast for June 2026. I will use Divine Mistress Oracle, the Ideal Tarot, Love Oracle, amongst other decks for your reading for the month ahead. For a personalized reading as well as for deck purchase, feel free to reach us at the email address given below. From the Ideal Tarot, I do have a very positive 5 of Wands in your reading. This means that you're going to be very creative. You're also someone who is going to make quick progress. You will be on your feet, so be flexible. Communication will also increase this month. You're also going to be sought after, so you need to oblige your loved ones also without creating a fuss, because you will do the needful eventually. So what is the point on creating a ruckus or making them fretful? Home improvements are also going to be lined up. The 5 is a very fluid number, so you need to be someone who is willing to communicate, willing to go the extra mile, because opportunities open up for the number 5. The final days of May stepping into June, I do have the 4 of Swords. Now these final days, I think you were someone who needed to rethink your plans. Maybe you also needed to rest, recuperate. Sometimes we find people taking unnecessary advantage of us, so you may have felt the heat. You also needed to watch your words, because sometimes giving too much information away about what we are planning or what we are doing could also lead to people being envious. So the best way to combat envy was to keep quiet or stay away from certain situations. Your schedule may have also been disrupted at that time. In those final days, obstacles to overcome this month or the challenges, I do have the Page of Wands. So you're going to be very restless. You're also going to be someone who's very creative. You want answers to something that is bothering you, but then this is in the challenge position, so things may not be as crystal clear as you would have liked. Maybe you have to deal with the delays, but you want to push yourself. You want to go the extra mile. Incidentally, in the influence position for Aquarius, I do have the 2 of Cups. So even if you're taxed, even if you're giving more than 100%, I think you can take heart from the fact that there'll be gains for you. Surprises also in store for you. You'll be content and happy with the output. You should also ignore those bothering you, because if we pay attention to these petty people, then it could distract us from a higher purpose. Reunions are also on the card, so those of you who are romancing could have a good time this June. The first 10 days of June, I do have the Empress card. Now the Empress is someone who is in her power. She is very nurturing, she is very giving. She also has a level of understanding. She wants to do for others. So many of you may be in a relationship and you want to settle down. Maybe you also want to go the family way. So this is the best time for Aquarians who want to start a family. Other than that, there will be deepening of ties. Well, if you're single, then someone could also fancy you. Maybe this person could even be a friend who shows an interest. So you could give this relationship a chance. Incidentally, the next 10 days, I do have the 4 of Wands. So you want to settle down for sure. You also are going to look at home improvements. Don't take people at face value this month. You're also someone who is ahead of the pack. That is why people could emulate you or follow your ideas. And this may not go down well with you, but be rest assured that someone who is your superior or your boss knows that you are quite ingenious, that you are a step ahead, or you're the contender for the top prize. Basically, you're going to hit the bullseye when it comes to work. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 30th June, is the 3 of Wands. Now this person, he has his back towards us. Possibly you're also someone who is wanting to broaden your horizons, but from the 3 to the 10 is a long way off. Maybe you're also wanting to play the waiting game. You want to bide your time because opportunities may not be to your liking, or even if there are openings, you also need to be very qualified. You do have your reasons why you can shut the door on certain job opportunities in case you're scouting for a job. Maybe that is why others feel that you're not being honest and sincere. Aquarians, at this time, family members would also need your help, but avoid breaking up old issues. You need to focus on meditation. Sometimes we are hard pressed for time, and if you have to oblige your loved ones, and it becomes a bit frustrating too, but then you have to do the needful. Banking work will also come up. Lenormand, I do have the card man, so an important male figure in your life this month. There could also be some confusion with clouds, so ambiguity remains over certain decisions that you make, maybe with respect to career or with respect to your romantic connection. Maybe you want more answers. Incidentally, from the Love Oracle deck, I do have the card monosyllables. My feelings are deeper than I can express. So even if you're hesitant to express yourself, or even if this person whom you fancy isn't wearing his heart on his sleeve, still waters run deep. You can expect this person to have a huge corner for you. I will come back for you, it says here. So in case there's been a rift in a relationship, many of you could also be dealing with an on again, off again romance. So this person has made up his mind that he will come back for you, maybe in another lifetime, if it doesn't culminate into anything fruitful this month. But with the Empress, the Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, all cards point towards a happy connection. There's also a level of understanding that you're going to gain with your partner. You understand each other perfectly well. Maybe you're also in alignment with the universe, with your higher self. Crown chakra activation is also likely for many Aquarians. From the Butterfly Oracle deck, I do have the card Get Some Rest. So there'll be times when you will be very productive, but you also need to stop and smell the roses. You need to recuperate, you need to rejuvenate, maybe go outdoors. I also have this card, do more research with respect to a health problem. I think Aquarians, you need to read up, maybe get a book, or look up on social media for answers with respect to a health problem, whether it is for you or for someone around you. The last card in this reading is hearing messages from spirit. So your higher self with the card understanding, and this card, I think the universe is giving you signs this month. So pay attention to every falling flower, every butterfly that you see. Even a leaf that falls on your path could have a message for you. There could also be feathers. So the spirit realm is communicating with you this June 2026. I hope Aquarians, you liked your reading. This is Char with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.